So let me get my tripod undone here. It's kind of sticky because it's hot out here, but you can see this kind of short trail that cuts on right there. I've been able to catch the high altitude planes, but the low altitude planes are getting increasingly hard to see, and I'm almost wondering if drones are doing it. You can see how it cuts on right before it gets over me, and a lot of them cut off pretty quickly after they've done it. That one may cut right there, but it's a very delicate thin line that becomes very persistent. Not the typical thing we see laid by the planes that I shoot, which is a bit wider. So I'm just wondering what the heck has changed and if drones or something are involved. But the whole sky is just now a mess today. Alright, so what I'm finding is it's very difficult to spot the chem planes, but what you can see, let me see if I can zoom in, there's a chemtrail right there that's been snuck in, and the way he did it was, hold on, let me, alright, I was wrestling that thing. The way he did it is there is this massive front that has been created by the chemtrails. You can see the chem debris coming off from the side there. It's really big. Kind of covers the whole sky in the west of me. But what you can see is that they are flying using that as a shield to spray their trails, and I keep trying to spot the planes, and there are some high altitude planes today, but I'm trying to catch these low guys. Okay, so what we're seeing here is that the high altitude planes are as they ever have been, but the low altitude planes have become very covert, and while we can absolutely see the result of what they're doing, catching the actual planes doing it has become very difficult. And as a matter of fact, as I have mentioned in so many recent clips, every lunar cycle since March, with the exception of the one we are in now, has been interrupted by chemtrails, and even the beginning of this lunar cycle was being interrupted by chemtrails. What we are seeing is trails cutting on right over the city and cutting off a mile or two later when they clear the edge of the city. We are seeing thinner chemtrails in some instances, making me wonder if it's not a plane at all that is shooting them. I would say to anyone who has an interest, who cares about what is going on, if you see low altitude chem planes, film them and post what you get. Do not let them get away with impunity with what is going on here. It's unconscionable, and it is clear to me that in my area they are actively disguising what it is they are doing. And what we often see around here are days like this. It's just a mess. And anyone who is a sky watcher, sky filmer, knows exactly what is going on. This is all chem debris. None of this is natural clouds. Okay, so last night I shot some craziness in full spectrum by the moon. Almost looks like smoke underwater or something going on. I've got a ton of video to review. I'll be getting through that as quick as I can. The road trip is getting nearer, and I want to thank all who have contributed. I've only got just a few more days of funding left. I have estimated that my gas alone on this trip will cost about $3,000, and I believe many people donating small amounts have covered about half that amount. So truly I thank you, because the gas bill alone, you know, it's just nothing is cheap in this country anymore. You know, I hope that my estimate is close to what it should be. But, you know, one of the things I'm going to do when I'm hitting every state is I will be looking up and seeing what is going on in terms of chemtrails. I will give a 30-state State of the Union, or as many states as I hit, State of the Union report when I get back, to cover everything that I see. But chemtrails are such a concern. I just really want to get out there and observe firsthand what I can see across this country. And I know for a fact the East Coast is getting plowed. Cheers.